Welcome. Happy Monday. How's everybody doing? I'm Dr. Donahue. Let me know where you're popping in from. I'm so excited to do this live and be back. I've been away for a week or so learning and training and understanding naturopathic medicine, the new research and all that fun stuff. And I'm just grateful to be back on track with you all today. So let me know where you're popping in from. And let me know like where you need support in naturopathic medicine, because as you know, I'm sure many of you saw what we're talking about today, that aging is inevitable, decline is not. So why inflammation, not time, actually ages you faster. Okay. So it's really important to like listen and hear that inflammation is what is really the start of so many diagnoses. Whether it's you're running around like trying to do all the things, you could be causing inflammation. Like cortisol is your friend, but it can also disrupt you. And so I really want to do a deep dive today, so that you kind of understand it, and that every single person feels that aging is here, but they really don't understand it. And I noticed that like being in the clinic with my patients. So why do you feel like you're aging faster than you should is really my message today, and how to stop it. Right? Because anti-aging, there's so many things that you can do, so many treatments that can help with anti-aging, but I really want to ground with you right now. So let's take a grounding breath together and inhale through the nose and hold for 3. And let's exhale through the mouth. And let's do that again. Let's inhale for your life, right? That we're breathing today, that we're able to actually do this. So let's do this again. Hold for 3. And as you begin to exhale today, right now, exhale what no longer is serving you. Release what's no longer serving you. So if you can and you feel safe and comfortable, close your eyes for a moment and picture yourself 10 years from now, but not the way that society tells you you should age and what you should look like. Imagine your body light and strong and radiant. You have a sharp mind and cognition. Your heart is open. You wake up rested. Your body is moving with ease. Your skin is glowing, but from within. Just imagine that radiance. And you're walking through your day with presence and peace. This version of you exists. And guess how she's built? By the choices that you make today. Let that sink in. The choices that you make today. So just sit with that for a moment. So I want to share with you why aging is an inflammatory process and really get right to the truth. Aging itself isn't what makes you tired, stiff, or foggy. It's really inflammation. And we have this new term because we always have to have this term. I mean, I don't know if it's really new, but inflammaging. So this is where you have this chronic low-grade inflammation that builds in your tissues and cells over time. And every time that you're eating foods or thinking of things and your sugar is spiking and you have sleepless nights and you are sending this microinflammation signals through your body. And these tiny sparks of fire, they break down collagen. They damage your mitochondria. And you're like, well, Dr. Donahue, what's your mitochondria? It's like that energy, the powerhouse of your cells. Then what happens is your arteries get stiffened and your brain gets cloudy. So while we're running around blaming aging, what's really happening is that our cells are really, I like to describe it as like rusting from the inside out. Here's the best part. You can reverse that rust. Just like if you took your car into a shop and you had them buff it out and get rid of the rust and maybe repaint it, right? You can do that to your body. Because here's our biology that's made simple. When your cells are inflamed, your immune system stays stuck in repair mode. It's trying to repair. So that means there's less energy for your hormone production. Who here is suffering from hormone imbalances? Whether it's hot flashes, inability to lose weight, low energy, right? So if we have less energy for hormone production or detoxification or even for your digestion and tissue renewal, inflammation literally is stealing youth from your cells. But when you're able to cool or calm that inflammation with the right foods that work for you, the right movement that you enjoy that lights you up, and stress recovery, your gene gets to be expressed differently. Your mitochondria, which is the powerhouse and energy of your cell we just talked about, your hormones become to be imbalanced and your body remembers how to heal. When I was just at my conference, one of the things that kept coming up for me was the vagus nerve is so stressed out and imbalanced. We've got that push, push, push drive, that rest. Many people are in that push, push drive and they don't calm down for rest. That's why I took you through that relaxation piece before we got started. And the three biggest aging accelerators, what really speeds up aging, it's not your DNA, it's actually your daily patterns, what you're thinking about, what you're eating, how you're moving your body. The first one I want to talk about is sugar, because that's your sweet saboteur. When you eat too much sugar, even hidden sugars, it's going to attach to proteins and fats in your cells. That is called glycation, which ends up being advanced glycation end products. So you're like, okay, I don't like, that's chemistry to me, but what does that really do? It begins to harden your skin, stiffen your joints, and actually cause inflammation in your arteries. It's like caramelizing your insides. If you think of caramel like it's sticky, that's what these glycan ages are. And so sugar is one of the greatest anti-aging accelerators that if you decrease it, it won't literally break down your body from the inside. So think about right now, where do you think sugar is really stepping into your life? Where is it coming into your day? Is it your morning latte, like you run through Starbucks and I talked to somebody at a conference and, I was actually fascinated, not to judge my naturopathic colleagues, but there was like Coke and Sprite, and two of colleagues and I were just like, wait, what? We're at a naturopathic conference and we're serving soda? Like, no. Is it in your protein bar? Is it in your salad dressing? Like, these are ways that sugar hides. So those of you that are on live with me, let me know, like, where do you think this is coming in from? Don't be shy, because I'd love to engage in the chat. There's several of you on today, and I'm so grateful that you're learning for yourself. Okay, so awareness is your first anti-aging tool. Knowing where it's coming from so that you can take progress and move forward. And guess what I call your hormonal hijacker when we talk about the vagus nerve? It's stress. When you're living in that constant go, your cortisol stays high. And guess what cortisol does? It actually shortens your telomeres, which are those protective caps on your DNA, which means that your biological clock is literally ticking faster. I have my patients bring in all these different, whoop straps or Aura rings or all these different ways for them to actually measure. And they're like, look, I'm like, I'll just use a number. I'm 30 years old, but like with my whoop strap, it's saying I'm 35. This is how, they're looking at, your aging process. Are you taking care of yourself? Are you getting the sleep that you need? Are you getting the rest? Are you eating the right foods? Are you moving your body? Because high cortisol, it also suppresses your youth hormone, which is DHEA. And that is why under stress, your skin dulls. You struggle with like that belly fat tube that people get concerned about, and you feel more anxious and irritable. We cannot heal in the same environment that made us sick. We get to make changes. I always try to make this super simple for you. So you must think about resetting your nervous system if you want to age gracefully or even being younger than you truly are. So think about this for a minute. What is one thing that actually helps you feel calm when life gets chaotic? Is it deep breathing? Is it laying down and taking a quick nap or sitting in your chair at your desk and just like meditating? Is it journaling? These are all anti-aging tools. They're not luxuries. They're not something else for you to just do. These are habits that you can put into your daily life, which will help you, right? Like last night, I had a full week of traveling. Last night, I took a shower at 4:00 and I was like, I'm just going to lay down. Do you know I laid down and I fell asleep at 5:30 and I didn't wake up until 10. Talk about pushing. But I also heard my body say, you need rest right now. And so I listened to it. I haven't always in the past. I've been like many of you, trying to get to that next level. You also want to think about sleep, because poor sleep is that forgotten youth elixir. I have so many patients go, Dr. Donahue, I just need 4 or 5 hours of sleep. No. Sleep is when your body regenerates. And during deep sleep, your brain cleans house through the lymphatic system, clearing toxins and restoring clarity. Your growth hormone is released and repair genes activate. So even one night of poor sleep can increase your inflammation by 40%, my friends, and it even spikes your stress hormones. So if you are pushing through that fatigue, know this. You're accelerating aging from the inside and out. So think about it. How many hours did you get last night? Drop it in the chat. Connect with me. There are so many of you on right now, and I'm so grateful to have you here. Like, I want you to get a solid 8. A solid 8 will help your brain detox, will help you be grounded, will help you wake up out of bed so that you're not exhausted and tired. I want to pause here for a minute, because this is actually why I created my membership program, Pocket Doc. As we move into the holidays, this is when most people lose their progress. We were talking about this yesterday. Your sugar is everywhere. It started at Halloween. It increases. Your stress skyrockets because you're trying to do all these difficult things. You don't sleep as much because you have all these goals of have-tos, completions. Is it year end in your business, or is a C-suite executive? Because those are many of you that are with me. Are you running your life at a high level and not pulling back and looking at your health? I know for me, it's going to be a challenging season. My dad's most favorite holiday is Thanksgiving and Christmas, and we lost him in March. So I'm pacing myself. What do I get to do to grieve, but what do I also get to do to bring me joy? But every year I see this, and this is why I want to support you. My patients start January feeling inflamed and puffy and exhausted and discouraged, and they're like, what happened? I'm like, okay, let's talk about it. Let's figure this out. And we can track it back to stress and sugar. And what's the first thing people give up? Their movement. I don't want that to be you this year. Because if you work with me and you're on board and you're listening to my lives, or even if you jump into Pocket Doc, you are going to have a plan and a community that's doing exactly what you want to do, staying balanced and grounded and strong. It is your monthly health companion, and patients love it. It gives you structure through the chaos. I give you weekly audios and handouts, and I go live with you. I'm going live next Tuesday, and then I'll be live twice over the holidays. I want to help guide you. This is why I do this. Handouts are going to help you decrease inflammation, help you read labels, right? And regulate your stress naturally. Inside, I focus on root cause healing, not another restrictive diet, but one that works for you, and not necessarily more supplements. But if you want to feel vibrant through the holidays and start the new year from inside and out, I'll drop the link in the chat. I can't wait to have you on board and walk with you through the holiday season. So I'm not done. I have so much more, but I just thought that I wanted to drop that in for you. I also put it on the ticker for you as well. Okay. So if you have any questions, just reach out to me. If it's for you, great. I'm here. This is why I created it. If it's not, I understand. But let's go back to anti-aging, right? Because I'm actually talking about it in Pocket Doc as well. We think we have to spend all this money and do all these things. But if you get in a group and you're really moving forward, right? I lost my habits when I traveled. I made sure I got in 15,000 steps a day. And there's a couple days that I didn't. But having the time to do my normal routine, right? It's a challenge. And this happens during the holidays. So let's talk about 3 simple steps, because I always want to share with you ways that you can help support yourself after these lives. So what can you start doing right now to reduce your inflammation and slow down that cellular aging that we just talked about? How about starting your day with some sunlight? It's pretty dark and dreary here, but and then a glass of lemon and water plus 10 minutes of your natural sunlight. Maybe take your water outside so that you can reset your circadian rhythm. This will help you reduce your cortisol by 30%. And here's a bonus. Do some deep breathing while you're outside. Number 2, eat color at every meal. And remember, I always suggest that you choose one of these, because if you try to do, say I gave you 7 things, if you tried to do all 7, it's too much. People want change too much, but it's those daily habits that we stack that are so wonderful that will help you make changes. Eat color at every meal. What does that mean? Deeply pigmented plants are full of polyphenols that actually cool your inflammation and protect your DNA, like berries and greens and turmeric, like rosemary or even green tea. These are great for your body. And lastly, end your day in that parasympathetic, get your vagus nerve in that calming state. In the parasympathetic mode is what I talk to my patients with. Turn off your screens. I would love 2 hours before bed, but how about 60 minutes before bed, right? And then maybe light a candle if you like that, or sip like a chamomile or a sleepy time tea or passion flower. Do some deep breathing through your nose, like just be grateful for the day. Maybe think about what you want to let go of and, what you want to sleep on. Maybe when you're breathing in through your nose, breathe in for 5 seconds. and then out for 5 seconds. And just let your whole being just ground in your body. These, you guys, are rituals that actually keep your cells young and your hormones balanced. Okay? So let's reflect together. If you didn't watch the whole thing, you can 100% go back. But let's reflect together on a scale of 1 to 10. How inflamed do you feel today? Do you feel like your body's tight? Do you feel like your brain isn't clear? Do you feel like you're not sleeping? You know, is this inflammation coming up in your body or your mind or your emotions? Right? Think about it so you're aware of it. What we're aware of, we can change. Think about taking one small action this week to help cool your inflammation. Is it removing sugar? Is it reading labels? Maybe you have a treat every night. Maybe you go down to 3 times a week. Maybe you go down to 3 times a week, right? That would be cooling your inflammation from your sugar that you're taking in. Maybe it's saying no to that one thing that keeps your nervous system on fire. Or maybe you need to have a conversation with somebody to release that energy. Or my favorite, because I literally slept for 9.5 hours last night, is committing to 8 hours of sleep. Because healing is not about perfection. It's about progress. One calm, clear, intentional step at a time, right? We all have one body, one life, and one chance to live it vibrantly. Does that make sense? It's not the aging that's our challenge. It's the inflammation. I really want to hit that home. And the way that you nurture your body today determines the vitality that you're going to live tomorrow. So truly choose peace over pressure. What can you bring you peace today? How can you nourish yourself instead of being numb at what's happening around you? And being present over perfection, right? Things are always going to happen in life, but it's just the pivots, right? That's what my business mentor was saying the other day. It's the pivots. You got to pivot and change. Because aging gracefully isn't just about looking young, it's about really feeling alive and really being present with your body and what is going on in your body and how you're showing up for your body and how you're caring for your body. Because I know if you're on here and you're a mom, you're always going to take care of your children. If you're a wife or a husband, you're always going to take care of loved ones for the most part. But how about looking at you? Because if you're burnt out, you're inflamed and you're aging, and maybe you can't think as well, or you feel disorganized because you feel irritable or angry, like how can you show up for yourself? Right? So I'm going to close here. I'll open it up for questions. And as we start to come into the holidays, really love yourself, be there for yourself. And I am sending you so much love, light, health, and joy. And I can't wait to see those of you that are wanting to sign up for Pocket Doc so that we can continue the healing together. It's an amazing community, and I'm so ever grateful that I can actually show up on it. So I'm going to open up for questions for those of you that are live. There's so many of you here today. I'm grateful to see you here. Is there any questions that I can answer before I get caught up on my own work about being away and really taking care of myself? Like even when I was traveling, I was like, where are my vegetables? It's so hard to find vegetables in restaurants. So sometimes I had to order sides to get them in, right? Any questions at all? Any questions? I'm here for you. All right, no questions at all. I'm sending you guys again so much love, and I can't wait to see you guys on Friday, where I'll go live at 2:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we're going to continue this journey. And I'm here for you for the holidays. Join pocketdoc.com. Again, join pocketdoc.com, and I can't wait to see you there. If not, I will see you on Friday. Have a blessed day.